The school bell rang at exactly 8 o'clock a.m. every morning. Sharp, loud, unforgiving. For most students, it meant routine attendance, lectures, lunch breaks, the slow crawl toward graduation. For Jan, it meant survival. He sat in the third row by the window, always the same seat. Not because he liked it, but because it made him less visible. The sunlight fell across his desk, highlighting the scratches on the wood names of students who had passed through and been forgotten. Jan had learned early that being quiet was safer. In class, he never raised his hand. In the hallway, he walked fast, eyes down. At home, he listened more than he spoke. People mistook his silence for weakness. They were wrong, but he didn't bother correcting them. The injustice started small. It always does. A missing notebook blamed on him. A joke passed around with his name as the punchline. A shove in the corridor that teachers never saw. Ignore it, his mother said gently one night, serving lentils into chip bowls. People get tired when you don't react, but they didn't get tired. They got bolder. The worst of them was Rowan. Rowan was everything the school admired: confident, athletic, loud. Teachers praised his leadership. Students followed him. His father donated to the school. That made Rowan untouchable. One afternoon, during a group project, Rowan leaned close to Jan and whispered, "You don't belong here. Don't forget that." Jan said nothing. The teacher asked who hadn't submitted their work the next day. Rowan pointed at Jan. He didn't do his part. The lie hung in the air. Jan opened his mouth, closed it. The teacher sighed, disappointed but not surprised. "See me after class," she said. That day, Jan learned something dangerous. Truth doesn't matter if no one listens. Weeks passed. The bell rang. The days blurred. The weight on Jan's chest grew heavier. Then came the incident. During the annual science exhibition, Rowan's model malfunctioned. Wires sparked. The display collapsed. Panic spread. Someone shouted, "Who touched it?" Before Jan could even understand what was happening, Rowan spoke. "He did. I saw him." All eyes turned. Teachers, students, parents. Jan felt the room tilt. "I didn't," he said quietly. But quiet doesn't carry far in a crowded hall. The principal didn't ask questions. Security escorted Jan out. Suspended. Investigation pending. Just like that. At home, his mother cried silently. His father stared at the wall, jaw clenched. "You should have defended yourself earlier," his father said, not angry, just tired. That night, Jan didn't sleep. For the first time, silence felt heavier than fear. The next morning, he stood in front of the mirror and barely recognized himself. His eyes looked older, sharper. He thought of every moment he had swallowed his words. Every time he had hoped someone else would speak. No one had, so he decided he would. When the school called him for the hearing, Jan walked in alone. The room was filled with authority: principal, teachers, committee members. Rowan sat confidently, arms crossed. Jan's heart pounded. But he spoke. Not loudly, not angrily, clearly. He explained the pattern, the lies, the threats, the project files saved on his computer with timestamps, the messages Rowan thought he'd deleted. Silence followed. Not the kind that dismisses, the kind that listens. For the first time, Jan didn't stop talking when someone frowned. He didn't shrink when Rowan scoffed. He stood his ground. Because justice, he realized, doesn't come to those who wait quietly for it. The investigation took days. Then a decision. Rowan was suspended. The truth surfaced. Witnesses who had stayed silent before suddenly found their voices. Jan was cleared. But the victory didn't feel loud or dramatic. It felt steady, earned. On his first day back, the bell rang at 8 o'clock a.m. Same sound, same sharpness. But it didn't scare him anymore. Jan walked into class and sat by the window, not to hide, but because he liked the light. Some students avoided his eyes. Some nodded respectfully. Justice hadn't changed the world, but it had changed him. Years later, long after the bell stopped ringing in his life, Jan would remember this lesson clearly. Justice is not given to the quiet. It is taken by the brave. And silence is only safe until it isn't.